Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and all I saw were like all these written words. They were in cursive, which, you know, apparently they don't teach in school anymore. And so I was trying, they were like all over, and it was like you were trying to find the right words. And then I saw some words that were like in block printing, and I saw some that were like red and bold and highlighted. And so all these words, I really couldn't read what the words were, just all these words as though you were searching for the right way to say something, but in written form. So either you have a creative project where you're trying to make a sign, or you're trying to talk to somebody and you have something important to say and you're searching for the way to say it. And so that's what I saw. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today. The overall energy for the week. Oh, this is lovely. You have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is about trying to create that perfect lifestyle of I have enough of everything. I have enough money. I have enough family and friends. I have everything I need and want. So that's beautiful. So let's get into it and let's see what else we have going on with that. So we walk into the week with the moon in Virgo. And so with the moon in Virgo, that for you is in your 11th house of groups and group activities. So that would definitely that's definitely a group, a family is a group, but this is more likely friends or community of people that you work with, or a group that you belong to. This perception card has shown up several times today. And so this is about remembering that your perception is your reality, but somebody else's perception is their reality. And sometimes in order to create the reality you want, you need to shift your perception. That's always very helpful. But also be aware that just because you think something is true doesn't mean that everybody else is going to think it's true. And you have patterns. Ooh, this is interesting. Patterns. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. So patterns. You probably notice behavioral patterns in other people. Do you take the time to notice the behavioral patterns in yourself? When you see how you react and respond to certain triggers, certain things that go on, that's when you get to really start understanding who you are and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. This isn't about judging other people, and it's really not about judging you either. It's about an awareness. It's an awareness of who you are, what you are, how, oh gosh, I'm itching all over, how what you do and say affects the way people respond and react to you, how it affects your perception of life, how it co-creates your life. So if you're looking for this 10 of Pentacles life, then you need to take a look at what you're doing that is promoting the 10 of Pentacles life. What are you doing in your life that is bringing in the abundance of opportunities for financial? What are you doing in your life that's bringing in the abundance of opportunities for family and close friends? And so what are you doing? Look at your patterns and your behavior, shift your perception around to look at it and say, how can I co-create with the universe what it is I really want? And a lot of that comes from that energy of that new moon we just had, which happened in your 9th house of communication with spirit, of research, long distance travel. So there was a new beginning, a new opportunity here, and that's going to go out for 6 to 18 months. If you haven't seen that video, you should probably check that one out. A lot of people didn't because they came out with everybody else's beginning of the month videos, but you might really get something out of it. When the moon moves into Libra on Monday at 2:07 a.m., that is in your 12th house of hopes and goals and dreams and wishes. And so here's your opportunity to really look for the path forward and to assess what it is that you want, what it is you're willing to do, What are you willing to give up? Because on Tuesday, next week, not in here, but the following week on the 16th, we have that major eclipse happening in Capricorn. And that's about really releasing and letting something go in order to create space for new opportunities in your life. And so assessing now what is your hopes and goals and dreams and wishes, and being willing to figure out what you're willing to let go of in order to get to what you want is really going to be important. And you have two, so I picked the chakra cards because Libra's about finding balance, and I wanted to really get into where people need to be aligning their chakras in order to be coming into this energy in alignment. And you have passion, and this is in the sacral chakra, which is around your belly button, a little below it. And this is your self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. This is your self-belief. So what are you passionate about? What do you really believe in? What do you really want? And what are you worth to yourself? And I love this. You have forgiveness. This is being protected. Look how he's being protected. And the forgiveness. This is forgiveness of yourself. This forgiveness is not forgiving someone else. This is about forgiving yourself. This is what you've been working on all year. It's amazing. I've been watching progression. And so now this is the part where you release your negative attitudes about yourself. This is where you recognize the patterns and say, okay, so I'm human. I was screwing that up a little bit maybe, but no, actually it's more of a learning process, right? And so I'm learning these things. I've been learning them the hard way over and over, but I think I have it now. And I forgive myself for taking so long to figure it out, right? And so reach in yourself and believe in yourself and trust in yourself and know that, see the way he is, that child is so wrapped up in that loving hug. That is like the divine hugging you. You are already forgiven by God. God didn't think you needed to be forgiven in the first place. God knows that you are learning and growing. The forgiveness has to come from yourself. You have to forgive yourself. Because when you carry around that extra baggage through life, it really weighs you down and makes things difficult. And so set yourself free. On Wednesday at 5:29 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S., the moon is going to move into Scorpio. That is the house of you. This is your opportunity to really use that third eye. Discern what it is you really want. What are you getting ready to let go of? What kind of fears have been holding you back? Just try to look how protected you are. Just release the fears. The fear of looking yourself in the eye in the mirror. The fear of like, what? You're human. Oh, okay. So are we all. The fear of transforming your life. It is hard. You're a fixed sign. It is hard sometimes to let go, to say, okay, that wasn't working. I'm going to let it go and move forward, because change is scary. Change is hard. It's not easy. And yet, Scorpio, that is what you're here to do, is to transform your life, deeply transform your life so that you can ascend, and also to show everyone that it can be done. Oh. I want you to notice. Okay, first off, time. Look how she's in the fetal position and she's resting. Like you're getting ready to birth yourself. And right now you're going through this major healing. Oh my gosh, this major, major healing. That's why I have the jet here, because the jet is all about the healing process. And I really wanted to put that on the fears card. But look at this. We have this Reiki healing. So, yes, you can actually go get a Reiki healing. You can have that done remotely. So you don't have to, like, you can make you could do it, like, I think, like, phone or whatever. It can be done remotely, I asked. But this is knowing that you're being protected and you are being healed by the divine. I want to, where's my book? I want to read this one right here, because I find that I find that one fascinating with the clock there. It's almost like she's waiting for the right moment because she's being healed and she's getting ready to launch forward. But I just kind of want to look and see if I'm on the right track with that one. It says here, inner peace and instant in time. It strikes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enough, dear watch. Thy pulse hath beat enough. Now sleep and rest. Would thou couldst make the time to do so too, I would wind thee up no more. All right. When we are lost in the moment, staring into the void, utterly engrossed and transfixed on some specific point or action in the distance, in this state we are oblivious to time and reality. A young woman seated on a columned platform stares at the dragonfly. Dragonflies are all about spiritual transformation. Stares at the dragonfly settling on the lilies below in movement its movements become the focal point of her concentration, transforming her into a calming, meditative state in which all other distractions are removed. The numbers on the clock above the float away, and the recording of the passing of time temporarily is on hold. She is at one with the universe. All worries, concerns, and negativity fades. In this captured moment of escape, there is only stillness and peace. So, I feel as though journaling, focusing on what you're thinking and feeling will help you to get into that kind of a state where you can allow the fears to fly away. Like write them down, search for those words, write the letters to yourself. Allow the healing to come in. Such an amazing year you guys are having. All right, so then the moon moves into Sagittarius on Friday, and it's there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is your second house of self-esteem and self-worth. It is boundaries. It is the willpower and the focus that you need to simplify your life. This is the purging process. You are at the purging. By the time we get around to your birthday, I'm so excited to see what we see. Okay, so at this stage of the purging process, what can you release with that eclipse energy that's coming in Capricorn on Tuesday? Take a look at your life. If you can't figure out what big thing you need to purge, then over the weekend find a drawer and clear it. Just clear a counter, clear something so you can help create this energy of release. Because I think that that's the key for what you have going on with this. Releasing the patterns, becoming aware of them, working your way through this. So set some time aside, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Clear your desk at work before you go home on Friday. That'd be a great way to start out the weekend. You know, find something, that junk drawer in the kitchen, right? Just something. It doesn't have to be a big, all-encompassing act of the weekend, although why not, if you can, to prep yourself for this eclipse where you clearing a small space will allow the energy to be moving in the direction of clearing, so that when we get to the eclipse, it helps clear out these big things that need to be cleared out of your life. Oh, you have pink. Let love in. And I really think this is self-love. When you love yourself, then you exude your self-confidence, right? You attract in that vibration from someone else. If you really want to create this 10 of Pentacles life, love yourself first. That's how you get there. All right? Oh, Scorpio, what a great year you're having. Really. I know it's tough, and you're like, it doesn't seem that great to me, but you are progressing. I hope you can see it. I hope you can feel it. Sometimes it's like when the butterflies and the chrysalis and all the muck and everything, you really can't see what's happening, and then the unfurling, right? It's going to happen. I see it coming. So keep doing the hard work, and we'll talk soon. You take care.